Hello, everybody, and welcome to Early Access Podcast, episode 70. I'm your host, as usual, Angelo, and thank you for sharing the show, telling a friend, blah, 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 all that jazz. So, as you can see by the aptly named episode 1.21 Gigawatts. So, today's Back to the Future Day, officially. It's for years now, people have been lying that today's Back to the Future Day. But no, today, the day I'm recording this, October 21st, 2015, is actually the day that was in the movie Back to the Future 2 when Doc comes back to tell Marty that he needs to fix things. So none of the predictions are true, but I just wanted to say happy Back to the Future Day. Hopefully you guys got out there and were able to watch the trilogy and join in the shenanigans. If you got a Pepsi Perfect, you can mail me one because I couldn't get one because the site crashed. There was only I think 5,000 were given out or sold for $20.15 because it's 2015. But people were complaining about it. I didn't even know they went up. They sold them yesterday, the 20th, for some reason. It makes no sense to me. But the other big news, I know this isn't gaming, but whatever, is the Star Wars The Force Awakens. So Star Wars Episode 7 tickets went on sale during Monday Night Football. Now, the reason I want to bring this up because what I found interesting, well, just weird, was that leading all the way up to it, they were announcing the new trailer. Well, they were showing the new trailer during halftime of Monday Night Football, and it was supposed to be that immediately after the trailer ended, the tickets were supposed to go up for sale. I guess it was a combination of things. You know, they wanted people to watch the football game, ratings, advertising sales, etc., etc. But what happened was Fandango, like an hour before the game, it ended up, or like a half an hour before the game, actually put up their pre-sale tickets. So luckily, I had asked my girlfriend whether or not she was looking, and she happened to be looking at the same time, and they had gone up for sale. So I managed to get us a pair of tickets for the Thursday showing. But I think it's kind of weird that they put these tickets out there before, like the whole hype was to wait until after the trailer, and that's when everybody was anticipating going. But then, I mean, within minutes of us buying our tickets, the site had crashed. I posted to Facebook and Twitter as quickly as I could, and it seemed like some people got tickets, but not everybody. Everybody's super hyped about this. I'm excited. I just want to know. I'm just going to point out one thing about the poster. So if anybody's watching the video, so if you look down at the bottom at the cast listing, you got Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Adam Driver. So those are the top 4 billed on the poster anyway. So you look at the actual poster though, and you see all those characters. You see Harrison Ford, you see Carrie Fisher. You see Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, and then you do not see a Mark Hamill in the poster. There's been a lot of speculation about why not. Some people assume it's because he's not in the movie a lot, but I am under the impression that why would they bill him second? But again, it is Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher. But then, so you're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, the original 3, they're iconic characters, so of course they would be listed at the top. But then, why is Peter Mayhew listed second to last? It seems like he would be a little bit higher up on that list if you're going by that whole ideal. It's like, oh, well, they are the original characters, then, why is he listed so low? So I have to imagine it's probably just contract stuff. Or, I think, personally, I think he has a bigger role. I was tweeting during the trailer, and I was saying, I think that, maybe Kylo Ren is is Mark Hamill, is Luke Skywalker. But clearly that's not the case after some people pointed out. You can see Adam Driver's hair in one of the shots in the new trailer. So it's definitely not Luke Skywalker. But it could be that Luke Skywalker is the Senator Palpatine to Kylo Ren's Anakin. What would drive you crazy or to the dark side than killing your own father? So maybe Luke plays a bigger role as a background evil genius player, trying to people that have the Force back to the dark side, because people have pointed out that they're not the Sith in this one. However, we do see in the trailer that Kylo Ren is committed to bringing back the greatness that was Darth Vader. You can see a scene where it's like a destroyed helmet. So personally, I think that Luke went evil. People are going to argue, and like, Luke can't be evil, but you look at the series as a whole, and everything fits together. It'd be kind of weird to have the bad guy just be some random person. I'm sure they could figure out a way to fit it into the mythos or whatever. And then there's the rumors that it could be Han and Leia's kids that were in some of like the later books or something. But they've already said that that's not canon. But it could be. We still don't know who the main female character is in relation to the rest of it, and we also don't know who this fancy stormtrooper is with the cape on in the poster. That was actually my initial thought. That was Mark Hamill and that was Luke leading the stormtroopers, but we don't know. That's the bottom line. We don't know anything about anything, and Star Wars, that's all we know. But hopefully you got your tickets, and you'll be seeing it on the 17th along with a lot of other people. This movie is probably going to break every record. It's going to be the biggest opening of a film ever. So, very excited for that. Hopefully you are too. Other than that, I haven't been feeling very well. I just caught whatever cold my girlfriend had, so I haven't played much. So this is basically just going to be a news and what's coming out or what has come out episode. So it's probably only going to be another 15 minutes or so. I did want to point out another thing. So Bethesda is doing a sale. It's called the Great War Sale. So they're doing 20% off of certain items up until the Monday the 26th. So, over the course of the weekend. But every day they're releasing a new special item. The first day, which I managed to get one, was one of the wired Xbox One controllers. They sold out within 10 minutes. Let me pull up a picture. Xbox controller. Let me pull up a picture for those that are looking at watching the video. So this is the exclusive Fallout 4 controller. It's really cool. It's blue and gold, with Vault Boy giving you a thumbs up and winking at you. It's just a wired Xbox controller. I got it because I like using it for my PC, and it's wired, so I don't have to rely on a regular micro USB to do anything. There's an extra button here. I don't know what that does actually. Now I'm kind of curious. I didn't really read about it. I just snap bought it to go with my Pip-Boy edition of Fallout that I pre-ordered. Let's see, what does GameSpot have to say? I want to know what this button does. I don't know if anybody actually points it out. Does not. They don't say either. I'm going to have to look that up later and find out. But one of the other items that's up is the Fallout 4 Ultimate Vault Dwellers Survival Bundle. Survival Guide Bundle. It's another thing if anybody wants to buy it for me. My birthday is coming up, and you can get this for me. So it's $130. They're still available, and what it is, it's in a big magnetic closed box, and it's a hardcover Fallout 4 book. It's got some Nuka-Cola bottle cap magnets. It's got a bottle opener, Nuka-Cola bottle opener, a Nuka-Cola patch, a full art calendar. So it's like all the art from the game, from the new game, for the upcoming calendar year. And I think the coolest thing in this, though, is the 7 lithographs. So it comes with 7 special lithographs, which are each of the like the letters of special. So there's a there's a strength. The hell is it? Strength, perception, whatever. I'm blanking. But each one with the Vault Boy, and it's the image for each of those special. I guess the perks that they like, the pictures of the perks that they would have. So the one that they show is luck, and it's the Vault Boy walking with a black cat crossing his path. But it's all 7 of them, and I think it's really cool. I would love to get it just to frame all 7 of them together. But I think that's the coolest thing in this limited edition box. Oh, and it also has a poster-sized world map. So if you guys are watching the video, you'll see I'm a big fan of game posters. And I have a bunch on my walls. Specifically, like these ones are. Let's see. I got the Skyrim poster. I have the Neverwinter Nights cloth poster, and I have the original Ultima Online poster, the cloth poster that came with that. And then I also have what is this? This looks like it is. What are you, Witcher 3? I have the Witcher 3 poster up there. So, yeah, I love collecting that kind of stuff. Hopefully I can find that map online. Maybe somebody will break it open and sell it. Because I'd be excited to just buy just that map to add to my collection. I wish it was cloth, because I'm a fan of the cloth ones, just because they just look better. They're fancier. But yeah, and then today there is the Pip-Boy messenger bag, which is a pre-sale item. It's a messenger bag that looks like a Pip-Boy, and when you open it up, it looks like the VATS, like that layout, the Pip-Boy layout. So it's green. It's like a olive-colored bag. It's pretty cool looking. They're doing exclusive shirts as well. But yeah, every day for the next few days, they're going to be putting up limited special items that you can purchase through the website. I think there's a watch as well, a couple other things. So if you're excited for Fallout 4 like I am, I think that's like my most anticipated game coming up as far as like AAA titles. I did play a little bit of this one game though. It's called Forced Eternal Arenas. I think it was Forced 2, and then they changed the name of it. I don't know when. I've been following it on and off, and I guess they recently started a Kickstarter to try to raise a little bit more money. Let's see how that's doing. So they got 14 days left. There's $44,000 out of their $75,000 goal. So this game is pretty cool. I mean, I liked what I played of it. They have added a bunch since the last time I played it. So the way this game works is you play as one of multiple characters. There's 8, or I think it's 8 every time, but there's 8 arenas. So you're running around the arena top-down style, killing all the enemies that spawn, and at the end of the arena you get mana. So it's also a card game. So it's an action RPG. But you build a deck of cards that are all power-ups and healing potions and stuff like that you can spend at the beginning of every round. So each round you get an extra mana. So, first round you can only cast 1 mana cards, all the way up until the last round you can cast up to an 8 mana card, and that's against the boss of the arena run, essentially. And then you get new cards via... I don't think it's microtransactions. It may be. I'm not 100% sure. So far, you unlock them through like daily rewards and doing different quests and stuff like that. You are collecting gold as you play, so I'm assuming you will be able to purchase cards as you go along. It adds a really cool mechanic to this style of game. There's a leaderboard system that they're working on. It is still in early access though, but I don't know when it comes out. It hasn't even launched into early access yet. It should be soon though. with the Kickstarter and everything going along. It's a really interesting game, though. I've had a lot of fun with it. They've added a lot more content for the stuff that's there now. My cat's over there fucking with my ferret. But it's totally worth checking out. It says it has 4 positive reviews already. These are back from August of last year, though. Yeah, it says early 2016. I think if you back it, you do get access to the alpha. I've had access since, like I said, since it was Force 2. So go check that out. I'm going to do a video of it now that they've added some more content, just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. I have to double check with them if I can, though, because I don't remember originally if I was allowed. So I have to go back and check my emails and make sure before I go posting that. So I only pulled a couple games that are coming out. This game, I reached out to these guys a while ago, I remember, because I remember the game. I think it had popped up in the list like one of those, like, hey, this game came out, and then you're like, oh wait, no it didn't. But this game is called Noct, N-O-C-T. It doesn't have any reviews yet. It just came out. It's $10, but it's 10% off until the 28th for $9, and it's a top-down multiplayer survival horror game. It's got some RPG survival elements, and it's just like black and white, and you're a little twin-stick shooter guy, and you're trying to avoid evil monsters, it looks like, but you're playing with other people. So it looks pretty cool. Go watch the trailer. It looks like you can kill people if you want to, but it's a top-down style game. I don't know. It's hard to explain games like this without actually playing them, because you know, you watch a trailer and you see them like, oh, you're shooting them like they're killing monsters together, but okay, there it goes. It actually does explain it. You can actually kill each other. So it seems just like maybe it's not open world, but it is a survival RPG where you can kill each other, or you can join together to kill the monsters so you can survive longer. It looks really, really cool. I wish there was more reviews so I could see if anybody was actually playing it. This says October 22nd, but it's already out. But I would go check that out, especially for $9. It seems pretty cool. Let me check Steam charts real quick. I want to see if anybody's playing it right now, because it seems interesting. It says it's 12 players right now. Actually, 9 players 16 minutes ago, 45 all time. So people are playing it, and it's not like they just fell off, but it did come out today, so take that with a grain of salt. Let's see. Next game is called Shallow Space. I don't know much about this one. I watched the trailer. It's a real-time strategy space game. It looks really pretty. It's got great graphics. It's got 3 reviews. All of them are positive. It's $20 though, which is a little bit expensive for an early access game, but it is 10% off for $18 until the 28th. So it's a... Oh, I didn't mean to click that. So it's a real-time strategy game in space. You know, I think most real-time strategy games revolve around space. You know, you're controlling a fleet of ships and you're doing stuff. Like I said, I've really been into a real-time strategy game since like the Command & Conquer series, so I have no interest in checking out a game like this, but if you do, it looks pretty cool. The graphics look good for the type of game it is, and for being early access, but it is just a trailer video, so the fuck do I know. But yeah, go check that out if you're interested. Let's see, next game. Is this a game I want to talk about? Yeah, this one. So this game is called Vector 36. No reviews yet. Came out today though. It's $15, 10% off for $13.49 until the 28th as well. Seems like all these games pick the 28th. So this is a physics-based racer. It takes place on Mars, terraformed Mars, which is irrelevant. So it is a surface skimming race. Like it looks like pod racing. I think that's why I thought it was cool. That's what it reminds me of. The ships that you're racing in look like pod racers. I'm not a big fan of racing games, but I love that aesthetic. So it's super low to the ground, kind of like the speeders in Destiny or the pod racers in Star Wars. It looks cool. Like the effects look cool. It doesn't really look like a terraformed Mars. It kind of just looks like Mars with buildings on it. But according to the trailer, your race car, like your ship, is fully customizable, so you can, make it how you want it to look. It looks pretty deep as far as the customization options go as well. So go check that out if you're looking for a different kind of racing game. It has single player. It has VR support apparently, and it says partial controller support. So it's all single player, so you don't have to worry about trying to play against other people. Although I feel like that kind of game would benefit from some kind of multiplayer. Alright, so the next game is called Timber and Stone. Now this is another procedurally generated city building, like sim survival strategy game. Says real-time strategy, but much more depth and complexity. It looks like other procedurally generated games. It's single player. However, it has 47 reviews, 91% positive. It actually kind of looks more RTS-y than most of these kind of games, because it looks like you can pause and build like in the video. It's $20, but it's 40% off until the 27th, so it's $12. And with that many positive reviews, go check out the video, because if it's the kind of game that you like to play, like these city building sim style games, it looks pretty cool. I can't tell if it says there's gathering and crafting, but I can't tell if it's like crafting, like you're sending guys off to go gather stuff and like peons like you would in Warcraft, or if wow, it's pretty cool looking. They showed a video of in the video the castle goes all the way down to the ground and then builds up, I guess, as you built out, and there's this huge castle. It's pretty cool. I don't know, it looks different. It's not your typical like procedurally generated game, so go check that out. Alright, the last game I got for you guys is this game called D.U.S.T. Actually, it's D.U.S.T. because it's an acronym. I don't know what DUST stands for. It's got mixed reviews right now, so it's 64 reviews, but it's 68% positive. I don't know if I would call that mixed. It seems a little more positive. I mean, it's 2% off from being, I think, positive. It's $15, 20% off for $11.99 until 26th, so you got a few days there. Now, this game, I wasn't gonna even talk about it, but then I started reading the reviews and I watched the video, and it seems pretty deep and unique. Like, I've never seen a game do the things that this is doing. So it's a simulation first-person shooter, but what it does is it's like everything is true to life, like everything. So, for instance, like in the video right now, he's using a sat phone. You actually have to like click a button to turn it on. You have to punch in the dials. I was reading a little bit about how the shooting works. You have to, cock the gun. You have to load the clip. You have to manually put the the bullets in. It sounds tedious, but people really like this kind of stuff. Like, so if the gun jams, you have to actually like pull the is it the slide? I don't know. You have to get the chambered bullet out, like eject the chambered bullet, reload the clip, put it back in. You actually have to adjust all the focus for the scope. To fire the weapon, you actually have to click in the middle mouse button and roll the mouse wheel to squeeze the trigger to fire. It seems pretty cool. It's like this weird deep sim first-person shooter. It's like they took the stuff that Arma did with, like, because Arma's super simmy like that. I mean, not like to this extent, but it's like they took that a step further. It's pretty interesting. Like, you actually have to pull the pin out of the grenade with, I guess, one button, and you have to throw it with it, like you have to release the yeah, I guess I don't know how it works. Yeah, and there's like a little bit of survival mechanics in it. It takes place like in the desert, and you have to like drink water. That's one of the complaints I saw. Somebody was like, you have to drink water every 5 minutes. You know, and it seems like a lot of the complaints are actually people that just didn't read about like how the game was gonna work. Like you have to do all this crazy stuff. It's being made by a 2-man team. Apparently, right now though, they're having problems where everybody spawns into the same spawn point, and you can team kill, and there's really no delineation between the teams, so everybody's just kind of killing everybody. But go look at it. It's called Dust. The link will be in the show notes. I think it sounds pretty interesting. I don't know much about it though, other than what I've read, and it seems like the people that know what they were getting into seem to be enjoying it. But it is early access. It is in early alpha. It is being made by 2 guys, so it seems like it's still a long ways from being a finished playable product. But I still think it's pretty neat. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Not feeling well, so sorry if the energy wasn't there for this one. But I try to keep it a little bit shorter, even though it's still like hitting like the half-an-hour mark pretty consistently lately. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Don't forget to check out Early Access Podcast on YouTube, Early Access PC on Twitter. You can follow me at Early Access PC. Early Access on Instagram, if and when I ever decide to post more stuff on there. What else? Amazon banner on earlyaccessmedia.com. Click through that. Use that whenever you buy anything. Pre-order all your games. Do all the stuff through the Amazon banner. Use that link. It'll kick back to the show a little bit, and it'll help me try to get some more time to get some more actual written reviews out. Just haven't had the time lately. You can check out the Patreon, patreon.com/earlyaccess. What's wrong with my Xbox? There's a pop-up on my Xbox. I don't know what it's trying to do. I hate you, Xbox. Sometimes you just suck. But that's going to do it, guys. Don't forget, happy Back to the Future Day, because video games. I'll see you guys next time.